Hey guys, and welcome back to my... Okay, the mic is on. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brenda Jo, and for today's video, I'm going to be helping you guys get on track for 2020. I know a lot of people probably didn't like 2019 and how it went, and you know, 2020 they want things to be different. So I'm gonna give you guys some tools to get 2020 rolling and to get it the way you envisioned it, the way you want it, the way you want it designed, because guess what? You are the manager of your life. So whatever happens is because of your decisions and the habits that you took and chose to do. If you guys are interested in learning on what steps I took to do my vision board and to write my goals down so 2020 could be very much better, then please stay tuned. Before I did my vision board, I did watch a lot of YouTube videos, not specifically on vision boards, but just on how to better my life. So a lot of these questions I did find from YouTube, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because I did use it for 2019 and it did help me in actually creating goals that I can accomplish, realistic goals really, for what I wanted for 2019. First things first, before you do your vision board, you do have to brainstorm. You do have to ask yourself some questions. And I did write these questions down from the video that I did get because it did help me for 2019. So the first question, it's like a two-part question, but I separated it because, of course, they're separate answers. They may sound alike, but they are not. So the first question is, what did you like about 2019? So what was your favorite part? What was just like that aha moment? Your heart was full. It was full of joy. Question. The second question is, what did you accomplish for 2019? So if you did have goals that you wrote down, or if you didn't and it was just like something you thought of and it actually happened, that could be an accomplishment. You can say you walked down the runway. You can say you made X, Y, and Z. You can say you traveled here. What did you accomplish? These are all personal answers for yourself that only you can answer. For my accomplishment, I'm going to share that with you guys. There were several, but I'm just going to share one. I did want to travel more for 2019. The only places that I did write on my vision board was Bahamas, California, Alabama, and Dallas. I didn't go to Alabama and Dallas, but I did go to the Bahamas, California, New Orleans, Orlando, and Georgia. So I still consider that an accomplishment for one of my goals because it was on my vision board for 2019. The next question is also a two-part question that goes together, but because they are not the same and how the wording is, they're separate. So the third question would be, what did you not like about 2019? And then the next question is, what disappointed you? What was like the biggest thing that did not make you happy and that you were not expecting to happen? So what disappointed you for 2019? The next question is, if you could change anything about 2019, what would it be? It could, like I said, these are personal answers that only you would know, so you would have to answer them. For me, I'm going to give an example. I feel like I just existed. I was just here. 2019 started out great, but as it went on, I just gave up on life and my goals. So because I didn't care anymore, it was just like blah. So I would say more towards the end of the year, I would change 2019 for me. And the next question after that is, if you had to name 2019, what would the name of the year be? It could be one word, it could be a sentence. It is up to you to answer that. And the final question that I did answer before I did my vision board for 2020 was, what is your number one goal for 2020? I actually have 3. So this could be your number one goal, or it could be a top 3 goal. What are your top 3 goals for 2019? I actually have 3. So, yeah. Now that you have answered those questions before doing your vision board, now let's get into how you're going to create your vision board, because you already know what you didn't like and probably what you want to change. You have to ask yourself, where do you want to be before the year end? What are you trying to create? What are you trying to build for 2020? And there are 7 different areas that you can focus on that you're going to write down. And then I apologize if I'm looking down, but I do have everything written down on paper, and then, my phone. I'm a writer. Well, these 7 goal focus areas, the first one being your career/professional life. The second one being your financial area, your finances, your wealth. The third one is personal development. The fourth one is your spiritual development. The fifth one is your education, something that you want to learn. It doesn't have to be anything with school. 6 is your relationship, whether with your family, friends, co-workers, or whoever's in your life. And the last one is your physical health/fitness. So these are the goal areas that you want to focus on when you're trying to think of what you want for 2020. You don't necessarily have to focus on all 7, because sometimes it can be overwhelming for people and they just want to focus on like a few areas. If you want to focus on your physical fitness and your relationship and your spirituality or your finances or your career, you could just focus on that. If it's just one specific area that you want to focus on that. And when you're writing these goals, you do have to think about, why do you want it? What is driving you to say, this is my goal, this is what I want for these areas? And when you're writing out these goals, don't be vague like, oh, I want a new car. Okay, you want a new car. What does the car look like? What is the color? What year? What make? Be as specific as you can. And once you have figured out what you want in these areas, then you will get your pictures. You can either do your vision board on your phone, your laptop, iPad, or you can actually do it the old school way and get pictures from a magazine. I know that's a little more harder to do, when it comes to finding pictures in a magazine. But, as long as you know what you want, if you just feel that writing it out and looking at it every day is best, rather than looking at it every day on your phone or computer or on the board, then do what works for you. Now that I've told you what these areas are and you've written it down, what these goals are for this specific area, I want you to forget the goal as a whole. And I want you to break it down into steps of how you can achieve that goal. What do you need to do? So like I use the example for the car. Once you, say for example, okay, you want a Toyota Camry. What you're going to do is to break down the steps of what you have to do to get that car. You're going to have to look into the color that you want, the make, the year, look at the cost. And once you see that, you're gonna have to break it down into how much do you need to save if you have to put a down payment, how much do you need to pay it in full, do you have to get a co-signer, what is your credit looking like, do you need to fix your credit. You have to break this all down just so you can achieve that goal of getting the car. Do you feel me? Once you get that, give yourself a deadline. I make X amount. I have to cut this out of my budget. I have to cut this out. I have to save this much. I want to save it by ... And I'm going to get it by ... Then once you write that deadline down, that actually motivates you. It also will instill some fear and doubt, but make sure that you don't let that fear and doubt overpower your visualization of what you really want. Just focus on, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I'm going to do. It's going to happen. It will happen. And once it happens, you can reward yourself. Maybe, give yourself a cup of coffee or, eat a cookie, maybe your favorite cookie, buy your favorite ice cream. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I achieved this. I did that. Or maybe even give yourself a pat on the back because you worked hard to achieve this goal. I mean, come on. And if you want, you can also have a goal partner, someone that will hold you accountable for this goal. But make sure that when you tell this goal partner what you want and what you envision, that they're not negative Nancy or negative, what's a man name with an N? I don't know, but just a negative person, someone who just is like, that's not going to happen. No, you're not going to get it. Kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb and just keep telling yourself that it will happen. It will work out. And you're going to be like, you know what? Screw this person. They don't know what they're talking about. When it happens at the end of the year, you can reflect and set new goals. That's really what designing your life really is about. And I know right now a lot of people are posting videos on how to do a vision board, but they're not really explaining what you need to do to get everything together. They're just like, this is my vision board and that's that. They're not giving you the breakdown. So I hope me breaking this down for you kind of helped. I'll give you guys examples for my life focus areas for the goals that I want to achieve. For my wealth/finances, I do want to open up a regular bank account because I have a prepaid account, and having a prepaid account, you can't do certain things financially, so I want to have that option to just have a regular bank account. And I also want to raise my credit score. That also has to do with finances, because if you don't have great credit, then you're not able to get an apartment or a house or a car or whatever you need for credit. For my career, I do want to take a one-on-one makeup class with this Instagram artist to better my makeup skills. Even though I did get a lot of practice in for 2019 and it got better, I just love her work. And because I'm rebranding Polished by B, and I'm going to be going into, I want to possibly go into bridal makeup and working on set, I need to learn different techniques and skills and stuff. So I'm going to, hopefully, it'll happen. I don't know when, but yeah. And that's another thing. With goals, never worry when it will happen. Never worry about how will it happen. When will it come to me? As long as you continue working with that goal and looking at your goals, it'll happen. Eventually it'll happen. It may not happen within 3 or 6 months, but if it happens before the year, that's great. And if it doesn't happen this year, guess what? You can still add it to your goal for next year. For personal development, I want to learn to speak and respond in fluent Spanish, because I know words here and there, but for cosmetics wise and me working in the industry that I'm in, I need to be fluent in Spanish, maybe Portuguese, but that's a whole nother thing. For my spiritual development, I want to learn a new verse every month and memorize it. For my health and fitness, I want to, as you guys know, for last year, 2019, I wanted to gain some weight. I did put that on, but then I lost all of it because I got sick towards the end of the year. So I do have to gain all that weight back. And that weight goal is 130 pounds. And I do want to maintain that weight by doing some physical activity that's going to help me maintain it and also help me gain the 130 pounds. For my relationships, I do want to take my mom out once a month, because me and her used to go out a lot, out to eat, out to the movies, and, you know, just have mother-daughter day. But because of our schedules, it hasn't really worked out, and my mom did tell my sister she wants to do that again. So I'm just going to make that a goal for 2020. And then this is more like a personal me type goal. I do want to get braces for my teeth, because personally I don't like my smile. And everyone is always like, oh, your smile is fine, your smile is fine. But I used to suck my finger as a child, so that's why I have gaps in my teeth, and I just want to straighten it up and feel more confident, because I feel like that's the only thing that's really holding me back from doing what I want to do. I used to hate my smile and my body and everything, but I'm getting used to my body, but I can't get used to my smile. I want an A1 perfect smile. So yeah, those are goals, examples of what I want to accomplish for 2020. You guys can let me know what your goals are down below in the comment section. Let me know how the exercise works out for you before you do your vision board. If you guys want me to do a separate video on how to create your vision board using a digital app or even through the board, let me know. There are plenty of videos I can recommend, or I can do it for you through my channel. So let me know if you guys liked it. Don't forget to give the videos a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button so you guys can be notified when I upload videos. I'm trying to talk fast because my battery is gonna die. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for being patient with me. 2020 is gonna be crack-a-lackin'. Let's go. Bye, guys.